Three specific numbers in your financial life quietly dictate your long-term trajectory. Most people never reach the first one, and many who reach the second fail to see the path to the third. Consider two people at age 27. They share the same city, the same job, and start with the exact same bank balance. 8 years later, their lives look nothing alike. One never stresses over an unexpected car repair or a medical bill. The other spent that decade waiting for the right time or a higher salary before starting their financial life. Their results diverged because one focused on specific financial milestones that the other ignored. Building wealth is a slow, unglamorous process at the start. Because the initial progress is so difficult to see, most people give up or delay their efforts for years. This delay carries a steep, invisible price. Every month of procrastination represents lost compounding growth that can never be recovered. In this video, we are mapping out the specific tipping points that allow you to push through that early friction. We will focus on clear, honest checkpoints without the typical financial jargon. Breaking through does not require extraordinary intelligence. It requires understanding and acting on these sequential milestones early enough for the math to work in your favor. The first critical milestone is the moment your net worth reaches exactly zero. This bar chart shows the reality for most young adults, a net worth that starts deep in the negative. These stacked blocks of student loans, car notes, and credit card balances create a weight that pulls your financial baseline below the zero line. When you are in the red, every dollar you earn has a prior claim on it. Your income is siphoned off to dissolve these negative blocks, paying for your past before you can ever use it for your future. Until you breach that zero line, you are essentially a conduit for your creditors. You do not fully own your income yet. When your net worth finally crosses into the positive, the purpose of your labor changes. You transition from paying off old debts to working to keep the value you create. This shift from debtor to owner changes how you weigh the value of every dollar earned. Reaching this point starts with a defensive buffer. Building a small emergency fund of $1,000 or $2,000 prevents a single unexpected expense from forcing you back into debt. You then prioritize debt based on its cost. This graph compares a credit card at 22. Crossing the zero milestone provides the functional foundation you need to move from defensive survival to proactive growth. The second milestone is the creation of a real investment base. This is 3 to 6 months of expenses saved and invested, sitting entirely separate from your emergency cash. Up to this point, you have been building your wealth manually, but with an investment base, your accumulated capital starts generating its own returns. Your money begins contributing to the total alongside your paycheck. This is the snowball effect. At the top, growth is invisible, but as the snowball gains mass, every rotation picks up substantially more snow. Compounding only feels like a tangible force once your investment base reaches this critical size. At this stage, the momentum becomes self-sustaining. Investing at this stage does not require predicting the next market crash or picking individual winning stocks. Most investors use broad market index funds to capture the economy's general growth. The short-term view is full of jagged peaks, but a long timeline reveals a clear upward trajectory. By investing at automated intervals, you purchase assets whether the market dips or peaks. Total time spent in the market consistently outperforms the attempt to time the perfect entry and exit points. Once you pass this second milestone, patience stops being a difficult discipline. You can finally see the systemic momentum of your money working for you. There is a specific point where your money starts growing faster than you can spend it. This is the third milestone, the moment your portfolio growth outpaces your living expenses. This milestone becomes reality when invested assets reach 20 to 25 times your annual expenses. At this level, the math tips. You can go to work in the morning and return home to find your portfolio grew more than you earned in wages that day. This financial momentum is the direct result of your past decisions finally doing the heavy lifting. True wealth is reaching this mathematical tipping point where historical momentum replaces the need for physical labor. Reaching this milestone focuses on building life optionality. It is distinct from the common goal of retiring early or quitting your job at 30. Optionality is the appearance of life choices that were previously locked away. You can accept a passion role or launch a business without risking total financial ruin. On the defensive side, a sudden job loss becomes a manageable event rather than a source of panic. The real value of escape velocity is the freedom to choose how you live your daily life. Building wealth usually requires patience more than it requires complex financial knowledge. Most people already know what to do, they simply struggle to wait. This struggle happens during the decade of invisible progress, the long, quiet gap between starting and reaching escape velocity. This line shows the frustration of doing everything right while the visible results remain stubbornly flat for years. Eventually, the accumulation hits a threshold. The compounding interest takes hold, and the growth turns into an aggressive vertical spike. Wealth building is an endurance test against your own cognitive bias. You have to stay in the game long enough for the math to reveal itself. You can experience immediate relief long before reaching the final milestone. Simply clearing milestone 1 creates a drop in daily stress that is hard to describe until you feel it. The majority of people stop short of this first step because they underestimate their own financial potential. This requires a shift from reacting to money to actively directing it. Moving from financial defense to financial offense is the key that unlocks everything else. Milestone 1 is getting to zero. You clear debt and take ownership of your income. Milestone 2 builds the investment base, giving compounding interest a solid foundation. Milestone 3 is escape velocity, where passive returns outpace the cost of your life. These milestones must be built in order, but they require no pre-existing wealth to start. Immediate action is the only true prerequisite. You can start exactly where you are. Wealth is a skill set that anyone can develop. It is accessible to anyone willing to follow the process. It grows from a series of mundane decisions executed consistently over time. Conquer the gap to milestone 3 by focusing on the next step. You only need to see the first stone to begin the climb. Helping you break down these overwhelming concepts is exactly what I do here. Subscribe to Fin with Elena and click the video on your screen to continue the journey. Take the next step today, and let's start directing your money toward that first milestone. I'll see you in the next one.